Hey everyone, News Trends Stand here. Today we're tackling a critical question. If the Russian military is performing so poorly in Ukraine, and let's be honest, they are, why should we still worry about what happens after the war? Won't Russia just exhaust itself, leaving Poland, Romania, and the rest of NATO safe? Well, not so fast. Let's break it down with 3 reasons why this conflict is far from over, and why the stakes are still incredibly high. Reason number 1. This war isn't over yet. Yes, the Russians have underperformed massively. They're not the second most powerful military in the world, as many once believed. But here's the thing. They haven't thrown everything they've got into this fight. We haven't seen a full general mobilization, a shift to a total war economy, or significant intervention from outside powers like China. China, for example, has been supplying drones and other equipment, but they've avoided full-scale support or sanctions that would alienate the West. If any of these factors change, if Russia fully mobilizes or China steps up its involvement, the balance of power could shift dramatically. And let's not forget, Ukraine has punched way above its weight. They've done better than anyone expected, but they're still the underdog. They rely heavily on Western support to keep fighting. If that support wavers, the situation could turn quickly. So we're likely still in the opening act of this conflict. Reason number 2, nukes. Let's say a few years from now, Russia somehow prevails in Ukraine. They roll up to the borders of NATO countries like Poland, Romania, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Here's the problem. Even if Russia can't win a conventional war against NATO, they still have that ace in the hole: nuclear weapons. Imagine this scenario. Putin calls up the leaders of France, Germany, the UK, and Italy. He says, "Hey, just a heads up. We've already targeted your capitals with nuclear missiles. They launch at noon tomorrow. You can either withdraw all support for Poland and Romania, or we'll turn your cities into ash. Your call." This isn't just a hypothetical. It's a nightmare scenario that Western leaders are actively worried about. Nuclear blackmail is a real possibility, and it's one of the reasons why this war is so dangerous. Reason number 3, Russia's demographic collapse. Let's be blunt, Russia is dying. Their population is shrinking fast, and their ethnic identity is fading. This is their last century as a major power, and the people at the top know it. The question isn't if Russia declines, but how fast. When a country feels it has nothing to lose, it becomes incredibly dangerous. Think about the Soviet era. Russia gave us some of the world's greatest engineers, pioneers in space travel, computer science, and yes, weapons of mass destruction. A desperate Russia could resort to extreme measures, including nuclear, chemical, or biological weapons. This isn't just about Ukraine. It's about preventing Russia from becoming so desperate that they lash out in ways that could destabilize the entire world. So why does this war matter? Because every day Ukraine holds the line is another day we don't have to face these worst-case scenarios. A Russia that can't conquer Ukraine is a Russia that's strategically weakened and vulnerable. But if Russia succeeds, if they gobble up Ukraine and press directly on NATO's borders, the risks escalate dramatically. For the West, this isn't just about Ukraine. It's about preventing a larger conflict that could threaten the entire alliance. Ukraine's motivations are simpler. They're fighting for their survival. But for NATO, this is about ensuring that Russia never becomes powerful enough to challenge the security of Europe and the world. So there you have it. 3 reasons why the Ukraine war still matters, and why we can't afford to look away. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are we underestimating Russia, or is their decline inevitable? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.